impressions before I give you the review, where everything's all concisely and neatly put together. I'm gonna ramble a little bit and talk about why this game was the shit. I don't have enough people in the following to be like, hey, shoot me some comments and tell me exactly where you think I should go. So I'm gonna go off the cuff with where I want to go, and I'm going to Dathomir. Oh. There we go. Spoiler alert, that is not Asajj Ventress.
Is part of the crew, but I've come across many who think less of droids, even more since the Empire.
Oh, it really not
Not
serious.
too different from the Wookiees on Kashyyyk. Anyone who isn't humanoid enough is a target for them.
I thought the Jedi were their targets.
One of many, but it's all connected.
I do not understand your words.
He says he's glad we're in this together.
Oh, I did not know you spoke his language.
I don't. I just know.
I see. I am glad too, BD1.
Look at that organic conversation. If that ain't some Star Wars right there. Damn, hold on. Since when did hyperspace travel get that fast? You know, I will say, just to start this off as far as commentary for my final impressions, I appreciate the the short loading times on this game. They have a tendency to be a little on the long side if you're dying repetitively against certain bosses, especially if you're playing on Grandmaster mode like me. But I will say, other than that, they don't play around. They get you in that game and they get you out quick. This is the final design for my lightsaber. As you see, the color is indigo. Spoiler alert, you get a few options as far as colors, but we're gonna go with a traditional Guardian color. My emitter here is the Magus. Switches power and control. I got peace and justice. My old master, and that material. Now I could switch it up. As you see, nothing's done 100%. I got a couple of planets when you saw the map that I still got to explore, but the main narrative is done. Fantastic. Fit into the lore. It was a treat. Damn near had me in tears. Like, not really there, but I was close. It pulled on my heartstrings in ways I didn't think it was going to. I feel like this gold is too gaudy for someone post-Order 66. Like, I get why the Emperor flexed with this with his lightsabers, but I'm hiding, yo. I can't shit on the game like that. That's nice. Oh. Maybe. Now, he said that we're there, but I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that and go ahead and continue to customize the saber, because that's the more important thing. Oh, look at that. Old-fashioned Durasteel. I don't know what this is. I like the little, no, we're going to go with Durasteel. It's classy. It's classic Star Wars materials. Look at that. Yeah. Not that goofy ass face, that's for sure. But that saber. Whew. Alright. He said we're there and I need to take my seat. So we're going to get back up to this ship. We're going to land on Dathomir. And I'm going to go on a little bit about how this game is amazing. But first off, the lore. I got to say, as far as how it fits in overall with everything, I could see this being adapted to a book. I kind of feel like there's a couple of influences they got from some books and some comics, because this just, it plays like it's a story that we forgot. I can't stress it enough with how well it fits in, because everything else as of late does not. The past couple of books, the past couple of movies definitely feel like shameless cash grabs that just have Star Wars slapped onto
care
it.
To join me?
What? Care to join? Well, that's new. Where is she at if I'm supposed to join her?
It hasn't been much of an issue.
Oh no, I don't want to join you and talk. I came here to flex on people and show off this fantastic game. I ain't got time to talk and sit down. Anyway. One of the best parts about this, I gotta say, is the power trip. In the start, you definitely feel like someone who has not flexed his force muscles in a minute. But by the end of this, you are snatching, grabbing, and insta-murdering. Oh my lord. Also, zombies. Space zombies. Woo! There we go. All that smashing that you hear was pure skill. That was not panic at all in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna heal myself though. Once again, all scripted, all planned. But yeah, by the end of this game, you are throwing people, gripping people, smashing aliens into walls, throwing groups of people off cliffs. You're fighting monsters that are the size of small space shuttles. It is a treat to make you really feel like a Jedi Knight by this journey's end. Why am I running away from bugs if I'm bragging about power? Because don't ask questions, that's why. Some things are terrifying, but everything else, yeah, definitely can get it. Oh, there we go. That one's dead. There's no more baby rancors around here either. They're not baby rancors, but I don't remember their names. I'm not gonna pause and slow down this flow so that way I can read something. Dude, there we go. Some of the planets you go to are planets that you can't run on walls on. Some of the planets that you always hear about, but you never really get to explore, like Ilum. Even though that was destroyed in episode 8, which we don't count as canon, but we'll take this one instead. You get the pleasure of having your own lightsaber forging experience that I won't go into any more detail than that of, because it's something you should enjoy on your own. You fight hawkbats, you fight inquisitors, you fight some people I won't name because I respect this journey too much to sully it by giving away surprises. You fight Night Sisters, which, for those that watch the Clone Wars, bitch, you'll remember that a lot of these corpses are Asajj Ventress's sisters that were off by Count Dooku. Yeah, they do dives that deep. You get to go through the Wookiee extermination, akin to the Force Unleashed, but you're actually there helping the Resistance and Saw Gerrera, aka Forrest Whitaker, go ahead and fight back against the Empire. You get the little tips and bits of everything, from the movies to the games to the cartoons to the old game references. Another thing I gotta say that I was surprised about with this is consequence. You actually have consequence. This planet was not this jacked up. Oof. I'm meditating. Can't touch me. Actual consequence, like I was saying, no. This planet wasn't full of zombies. It was actually somewhat civilized. It's also a terrible spot to put enemies. Why would they? That's just a death trap. We're gonna go to single blade style. No. I don't want any of what you're selling. Wow, that's short range. And I shafted myself. Whoop. Some of the boss fights in this game too. Definitely Souls and Sekiro and Bloodborne inspired. But I gotta say the skin of Star Wars over the top of that formula works out really well. The game definitely feels like an amalgamation of a couple of other great elements put together into one, but they coalesce this into something real pretty when it doesn't give you technical issues, because I will not be surprised if it tries to throw a couple of glitches my way as I am singing its praises. Look at this. Look at that scope. Look at that map. ABD. There you go. Thank you. So, you see all of this? Very maze-like, very labyrinthian. Some people aren't fond of it, but as a Jedi on a very particular mission in a world where you were supposed to be hiding, I see why you would take the convoluted path. I see why you would take the path that isn't really all that traveled. It makes sense. It may be a point of contention or frustrating to some, but to others, it is, oh no, oh, I slipped off the wall. To others, it fits in perfectly. Once again, even the gameplay helps follow the lore and the way that a character such as Cal Kestis would be interacting. And you know, I thought that you couldn't have a Star Wars game post-Empire, well, I guess current Empire, along with some post-Empire elements, be carried that well if the villain wasn't Vader or the Emperor. But the Inquisitors are a daunting challenge. They are not to be trifled with or to be taken lightly. Ooh, nor are the Night Sisters. I kind of thought these guys were a joke too, but as you see, they mob deep. Oof. There we go. It's footwork. Did you not see me just kill like 7 of your former slave owners? For those of you that don't know, Night Sisters literally enslaved Night Brothers, so I don't really see. That's why you need gun control, because you just shot your homie in the chest. Sucks to suck. Where to from? Oh, I don't think I've taken this path before. As I said earlier, not everything was 100% explored. All of my planets were at like 89, 90, 85, 79% explored. You might be seeing me experience something new. Let's find out together. I thought I did all this already. I thought I just had some arbitrary chests and some nonsense to catch, but... Ah, okay. Yep, I already did get this. So that was a fruitless endeavor. Whoop. And some of the set pieces in here, I gotta say, rival some of the most established action-adventure games. Like, there's been some fun ones in Tomb Raider and Uncharted, and God of War had a couple of set pieces. It was major action, but the things that go on here, some of them are recycled, like some of the slide down the long path, so that way you can get to the other place while things explore and die around you. And there's that glitch I was talking about. Why can't I crawl through this hole in the wall? I could before. I have before. Also, where are the enemies? There's like normally a guy there, 2 guys here. They threaten you. I fight like in this general vicinity. Reflect a couple of arrows, and now just making me look like a fool. So I'm gonna casually walk out of here and not look ridiculous. Ugh. Long story short, the game fits. It fits, and when it plays well, it hits too, and all the right notes. If it weren't for some of the technical difficulties, which I'm glad they didn't rear their ugly heads at this point, I could go back and check if those enemies... No, we're not going to do that. If it weren't for those technical difficulties, this game would be, honestly, a solid 10 out of 10. Like a masterpiece. A definite masterstroke in EA's library and discography of games. But we ain't there yet. But I'll tell you where we are in my review. On that note, you all have a great day. These are my final impressions, my final thoughts. It's a great game. There's no Black Friday sales, but you should definitely cop it. Ooh, kill that bitch real quick. No. Why isn't she dying? Ah. And now we're done. All right. Y'all have a great day.